Welcome to Booking the Fan, ladies and gentlemen. This is a sequel to a request by Sarah Hyde herself. If you've seen my first Booking the Fan Sarah Hyde special, I did this because I wanted to thank Sarah Hyde for being willing to talk to me on New Year's Day, and I was in a lot of pain. And I wanted to give her a gift, so I gave her a character in the WWE that I managed to book. But I asked her, and I spoke to her, did she like it? And she said she loved it, and can you do it again? So this is a sequel. And in fact, because she came up with this and asked me to do this again, I'm actually booking another person, not Sarah Hyde. So these two videos may be uploaded together on the same day for both of these individuals. So watch out for them. But here we go with the sequel to Sarah Hyde. Sarah Hyde is a yandere. If you don't know what a yandere is, it is a Japanese animated character who is almost beyond bipolar. Nearly schizophrenic, or is schizophrenic. In a sense, she just loves her protagonist, who is a senpai. That's what generally they're called. And she's willing to beat, maim, slice, dice, kill, bite. It don't make a difference. It doesn't matter if it's a man or woman that likes the guy. She's going to do whatever she can to destroy them and keep them away from the one she loves. And this is how I originally booked her. She was also dressed as a lolly, which is a type of style of dress in Japan that is like maybe an 8 to 10-year-old child who goes to a dress-up, like a dress-up party, almost near cosplay. And she looks very cutesy and very sweet. And that is how I would book her. Now, by this time, she won the Divas Championship from Charlotte Flair when she was having a little bit of a attack of wanting to have Ric Flair as her own feud while she's dealing with, you get my point, she had a feud with Charlotte, and she's totally into the protagonist of her dad, which is Ric Flair. Now, this is going to go between late 2016 into 2017 because that's how I booked it. So by TLC of 2016, Sarah Hyde already got the title. So this is going into 2017. I'm going by progression here. So 5 months into her reign, she's beaten everybody. She's beaten Paige. She's beaten Summer Rae. I know it's saying Summer Rae, but I still got to talk about it because eventually I got to do a booking and wrestler on her. She's gone through Eva Marie. She has gone through Naomi. She's gone through Cameron. She's gone through everyone who wanted that title. And she's been holding on to that title for dear life. She's done everything she can to keep it because she wanted to use that title to give her a chance to be with someone that she's in love with. Now, I asked Sarah Hyde, since she wanted me to do this, if whatever, the next one I promise I'll do it, she gave me an idea, the person that she wanted her character to be in love with. And I'm taking a guess. Sarah, you're a little bit in love with him, aren't you? Just a tiny bit. It hurts. But I'm sorry. But you get my point. You do like this person who's in the WWE, and he's not right. He isn't there right now. So I am booking the person that you wanted her to be with right now. 5 months into 2017, Sarah Hyde has been waiting and waiting for him to return, and finally he does. And this is Randall Keith Orton, the baby oil loving, viper destroying son of a bitch that we all can't stand because he has a monotone voice. I'm not being mean, just some people have that kind of voice, and that's how it is. But it doesn't mean he was ever a bad character. He just been booked badly. And I will be doing a Randy Orton booking eventually. But he comes back, and his first opponent on Raw is Sheamus. I picked Sheamus because he can be very physical, taking away from the mohawk and the tassels on his beard, which he had an opportunity to be a real Celtic warrior. If he had dressed as one, maybe he would have gotten over more. But he just feels like a punk rocker. That's just me. And this is how Randy Orton sees him. As a punk rocker, like that was, well, when Sheamus first came back and Randy Orton first saw him, he was messing with his hair, playing with it. That is how he's going to see him in 2017. And they'll have their match. But halfway through the match, it's going to be Sarah Hyde coming down to the ring, wearing her lolly dress, looking incredibly cute. And both these guys are watching her sucking on a lollipop, and she does something you wouldn't expect. She takes off her Divas title and she throws it into the ring. It basically lands in the center of the ring, and they both stop wrestling. They go, what the hell is this? She walks around to the other side of the ring where the timekeeper is, and she grabs the mic and she says, hello boys, I'm Sarah Hyde. I am the Divas champion. And they both look at each other like, are you trying to challenge us? They both literally go to the ring, go from the center ring that they were in to the ring ropes, and they're watching her talk. And she says simply, I'm here for one reason only, to show you that I am the best one for you. And I will destroy anyone that comes near you. I don't care if it's a woman or a man. I'm going to take care of you because you're mine. And she walks, after dropping the mic, she walks to the ring, gets inside the ring, picks up a title, holds it over her head, and shows it to both of them. So they're both kind of confused. She doesn't say who she's interested in. But because the match was stopped, not that there was a disqualification, they just stopped the match. Next week on Raw, they have a rematch. And Sarah comes down again. And Sarah Hyde goes to the ring. She's cheering on, not saying who it is. And eventually, when Sheamus knocks Randy Orton down, she's cheering. So you think, oh, she must be interested in Sheamus. And Sheamus is looking at her, and he comes to the ring, to the edge of the ring, and he's bending down, and he says, oh, you like me, huh? And he gets a smack in the face, and she jumps at him into the ring and starts punching the hell out of him. She isn't smacking him, she's punching him. Then she's kicking him. Then she takes her title and grabs it, goes to the top turnbuckle, and jumps down and whacks him in the head with it. And then she whacks him in the head with it again and again, not going from the top turnbuckle. She just starts whacking him in the head over and over and over again. And Randy Orton looks at her like, what the hell? He's grinning. He's enjoying it. So when it was all over and Sheamus has blood, so that means the WWE have to pay a price, which is all right. She walks over to Randall Keith Orton and she gives him her title. She gives him the Divas title with blood on it. I know this sounds really morbid and nasty, but I'm going to make it very clear. The WWE doesn't do things like this anymore. They try to be too kiddie-like. And I do not want them kiddie-like anymore. They need to be a little more edgy like they used to be many years ago. They didn't have to be totally nude, but they had more edginess to them. And this is what I want for Sarah Hyde with Randall Keith Orton. And get this. Sarah Hyde does not take the title back. Randy Orton comes back to her on SmackDown. And he says simply, here's your title, I cleaned it for you. And she says, no. She puts her hand gently on his face and said, this is my gift to you, my love. This is my gift to you. No one will ever have that title because I've given it to you. Anyone who tries to touch that title, I'm going to destroy them. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Stephanie. I don't care if it's Vince. I don't care if it's Triple H. I don't care if it's any of the divas. They touch that title that I've given you, I will destroy them. If they touch you, I will destroy them. Any man tries to harm you, I destroy them. And she comes up to him and gives him a kiss on the same cheek that she touched. And she walks away. And he's liking it. Because since he has voices in his head, he's thinking, oh, I got something good here. I got a woman that's ready to destroy. But how far is she willing to destroy? And this is where a good example. He has a interview with JoJo. Now, we know there was a possibility that JoJo and Randy Orton did have a brief relationship. I don't think they have it right now. They had a brief relationship together. I've actually seen the site where he and her were actually together. So she sees this. She literally grabs JoJo partway through the interview and starts pounding her and pounding her and pounding her into the ground and then throws her down some steps. I know this is very morbid. Don't worry. This won't be very far steps, and it's very soft because they put some padding on the ground to make sure she was safe. It was maybe about 3 or 4 steps. She goes down, she rolls, and she's fine. They want to make sure she's safe, but you get my point. I want to make sure that Sarah Hyde is over with the crowd, thinking that she's a total whack job, that she's going to get whatever she wants. And for 3 months, Sarah Hyde does the same thing to women and men, basically destroying them, doing whatever it takes, getting sticks, getting pans, getting rocks, getting whatever, fake rocks of course, getting canes, whatever, to make these people collapse and not touch her man. And in the end, Randy Orton comes to her, and this is about 4 months after this started. He comes to her, and he has a chance to get the IC title. I know that's kind of going low for him, but why not? There's nothing wrong with having the IC title. He'll give it relevance, which he does. And he comes to her, and this is 4 months, and she basically helped him to win that title. She made sure no one interfered, and she did pound the guy before he won. And that was Dolph Ziggler. I'm going to give it to Dolph because Dolph isn't really doing much right now, and it's okay. I'm going to book him eventually, but right now he gets annihilated first by her and then by Randy Orton. And this is at a pay-per-view. I would say not Battleground. I would say Hell in a Cell. So the night after Hell in a Cell, Randy Orton calls Sarah Hyde. And this is the opening of the show. They both have the opening of the show. He calls Sarah out. Sarah comes down to the ring wearing her beautiful, cute, sweet lolly dress. And he says something you wouldn't expect. He says simply, "Sarah, I'm IC champ. You gotta be Divas champ again." He hands her her title and says, "If you want to be my woman, you gotta be Divas champ. If you're not Divas champ, I don't want you." And she took the title, and he lays a big ass kiss on her. I hope that makes you happy, Sarah. But essentially, they come together, and then after that, Sarah decides to be his manager. She still stays as IC. She still stays as, I'm getting IC and Divas champ mixed together. I'm sorry. She still stays as Divas champ, but she's his manager. And the kicker for this is they're going to go back and forth. As she's got to defend her title, he's going to be there. As he's got to be defending his title, she's going to be there. This is how it's going to be. And then the final thing that happens. Sarah Hyde now has to go after the IC title for the simple reason that Randy Orton accidentally gets hurt. He breaks his collarbone again because he was in a Royal Rumble match in 2018. And he breaks his collarbone. I am going pretty far with this, but you get my point. When he breaks the collarbone and he's home, they do a segment on it. He tells Sarah, "My love, go get that title and win it for me. Hold it for me until I come back. Do it for me because you love me." And that's what she does. And I think I'm going to stop it there because if I am going to do a third booking the fan for Sarah Hyde, I think I'm going to want her to have something that no woman's ever had. Have the Divas Championship and a possible IC Championship run at the same time. I am considering that, or it could be for something else. But I hope you like this booking the fan of Sarah Hyde number 2. Please leave a comment below. My next video for booking the fan should be out after this. I may actually upload them both at the same time. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how I'm feeling. Have a good day and have a good night. Peace! Oh, shouldn't have yelled. Sorry.